Good day, everyone. Welcome back to your virtual learning class. For today, we are going to talk about principles of costing in the world of food service industry. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. One of the vital tasks in a food service operation is costing, which is the method of pricing the menu using common mathematical functions. A direct cost includes raw materials, labor, expenses, or distribution costs associated with producing a product. Now, the cost can easily be traced to a product, department, or project. In other words, costing is any system for assigning costs to an element of a business. It is typically used to develop costs for any or all of the following. For example, customers, distribution channels, and others. While on the other hand, we have the pricing. Pricing usually includes elements such as the need to make a profit, customers' perception of value for price, the location of the establishment or the food service operation, the quality of the food, and the expertise of the staff. In other words, pricing is the process whereby a business sets the price at which it will sell its products and services and may be part of the business marketing plan. Now, there are certain terms used in costing that you need to be familiar with. Some of these terms are the following. First is the purchase cost. Second is the term profit. Third is the selling price. And fourth is the markup. Let's discuss them one by one. For the purchase cost, generally, it is the net price plus other costs needed to purchase the item and get it to the point of use. These other costs include the item's purchasing costs, transportation, preparation, and installation costs. So obviously, it pertains to the expenses or the cost of raw materials. It may also be described as the sum of all the money paid out of the goods and services which are provided in a given period of time. These are the goods and services provided to acquire revenue. Now, for profit, it is the amount produced minus the expenses in purchasing or operating the business. So basically, it pertains to the difference between the amount produced and the expenses in purchasing or operating the business. Third is the selling price, which is the price decided by the food service establishment after placing a markup and adding the purchase cost. And lastly, the markup. It is the amount added to gain profit. Basically, it is the amount added to cover costs such as manpower, electricity, and water. Alright, at this point of time, let's learn how to calculate the markup percentage. Markup is the difference between how much you sell an item and how much an item costs. In the world of cookery, specifically in the business entity, it is important to learn the skill of calculating the markup percentage to distinguish how much profit has been made, how effective and efficient the product is, and how it is patronized in the market. The following are easy steps to follow when calculating the markup percentage. Let's see. Step 1. Calculate the markup by subtracting the purchase cost from the selling price. For instance, your selling price is worth 25 pesos and your purchase cost is worth 15 pesos. All you have to do is to subtract them. So 25 pesos minus 15 pesos is equal to 10 pesos. And that 10 pesos will be considered as your markup. Alright, now just a reminder, calculating percentage markup can be based on cost or selling price. It is essential to know the proper method of the calculations to avoid errors in your data. Step 2. To calculate percentage markup based on cost, simply divide the markup by the cost and multiply it by 100. Let's see. So percentage markup is equal to markup divided by purchase cost multiplied by 100. Now, for instance, your markup is worth 5 pesos and your purchase cost is 10 pesos. All you have to do is to divide them. So 5 pesos divided by 10 pesos is equal to 0.5. After getting the quotient of the markup and purchase cost, you have to multiply it by 100 to get the percentage markup. So 0.5 times 100 will be 50%. Since we're talking about percentage, do not forget the percentage sign. Okay? And lastly, step 3. To calculate the percentage markup based on selling price, divide the markup by the selling price. So here's our formula. Percentage markup is equal to markup divided by selling price multiplied by 100. So for instance, your markup is worth 5 pesos and your selling price is worth 15 pesos. All you have to do again is to divide them. So 5 pesos divided by 15 pesos will be 0.33. After getting the quotient of the markup and selling price, multiply it by 100 to get the percentage markup of the selling price. So 0.33 times 100 is equal to 33%. Alright, at this point, just a tip for everyone. To find the percentage markup on each item, consider using either the cost of the product or the selling price. In case you use the cost, it will give a higher percentage markup. However, using the selling price will result in a lower percentage markup. Now, always remember, a business exists in order to create a profit. Therefore, it is essential to keep track of the business by determining the budget and calculating the profit and expenses. That's all for now. Thank you, Grade 8. Stay safe and God bless. See you in our live discussion.